yeah, that's another way to kind of get more out of your food.
What kind of nuts do that? All of them that aren't cooked or preserved?
I don't want to say all because I'm not knowledgeable
Like
enough.
sesame, sunflower, those kinds?
Sunflowers, not so much in terms of the sprouting. Things like
mung beans,
almonds, soybeans, they'll sprout in the water.
But I know too, just a comment, I know too, even with the sunflowers and the walnuts and things that aren't going to sprout, it still makes them much more easy for our bodies to digest. And the nutrients, and then much more readily available for our bodies if you soak them over, pre-soak them before you hydrate them. So
For how long?
Just overnight.
Refrigerated or not?
Doesn't matter.
There's a book on sprouting by Ann Whitmore that's pretty good.
So the next one I want to do is actually the fermentation. And I'd like to pass around some cabbage so that people who brought jars can kind of start working on making their kimchi. So if you did bring a jar or you want to work on this, maybe we'll just use this time so that you can step out to wash your hands. And then we'll say maybe in 5 minutes reconvene. And for those who don't have jars, you can just kind of talk about other preservation methods while people filter back. So did anyone bring extra jars to share with others?
I have an extra jar.
Anyone want to grab that?
Did you sanitize them, like they said? Did you?
So,
No, it's not something.
issue of botulism.
They recommended that on the website. Not that it's going to matter that much. Other things are, there's fermentation, there's pickling, so we'll go over that today. Can you speak up, please? I can hardly hear you. Sure. And actually, make sure you close the door. So, yeah, other methods of preservation are pickling, and you can do that in a vinegar. So these are just beets that I got at the market like a few weeks ago, and I couldn't get to them in time, so I just chopped them up and put them in apple cider vinegar. You can also make apple cider vinegar at home pretty easily. And what you do is you take apple juice, preferably something that doesn't have artificial preservatives in it or artificial flavors, and you get a spore for the vinegar bacteria, and you just let it sit in a sterilized jar with a cloth covering, and you let it sit for 1 or 2 months, and it'll be well on its way to vinegar at that point. You can start using it as vinegar.
You said you get a spore. Where do you get this?
Well, I've been fortunate enough to get it from friends, and I was going to bring it today, but I couldn't find a lid for my jar and didn't want it sloshing around. So what I can do is I can leave my contact information, and you can call me up and I can give you the spore. Otherwise, you can buy them at some health food stores. I know that Henry's on Park sold it for a bit.
Okay.
So yeah, so that you can make your own vinegar, and then you can slice up veggies and put it in the vinegar. Another way is just in a salt and vinegar solution, or just a salt or brine solution, which my mom would go for.
And then you have to refrigerate it or not?
You don't have to refrigerate it.
Those beets, you could just put them on the shelf here and they'd last for weeks?
These are beets, and all of these things here you don't have to refrigerate, which is kind of going back to what my mom was talking about earlier, was that she was living in a country where there were no refrigerators, and so preserving food without having a refrigerator is really crucial.
Is that like a place like Korea where they make kimchi and stuff?
Well,
yes, I said that several countries in the world where the words, the bomb, the gunshot, you hear it every day, people hear it every day, and like I described in my life when I was younger, when I was a teenager. We live in the big city, you know, and I never thought that the war come close to my house. But there was one year when we celebrated New Year's, and suddenly, in the second day of the festival, we saw many strange faces come closer to our neighborhood. And the explosives were everywhere. First, we thought it was firecrackers, because in China, in Vietnam, in Indonesia, in Malaya, people celebrate New Year with firecrackers. Like you celebrate, you know, fireworks here. But suddenly, you know, I heard explosives all over and gunshot all the cities, and we were scared. And for every holiday celebration, usually your family too, in any country, people get together. And here my house have 18 people. And even that's a New Year celebration and we have plenty of food. But we didn't expect that. We had to be in the house for a whole week. We couldn't get out because the electricity was cut, gas service was cut. We couldn't go to the store to buy food. So by that time, how we survived with 18 people in the house, quietly close the door, don't want people from outside know that how many people are inside, and how do we, you know, regulate our daily activity. So basically thinking about, you know, I talked earlier that things might happen here, you know, we never know. Like climate change, global warming, war outside countries, you know, but there's maybe, we never know, things may happen. So I thought about food, yeah, natural disasters. So food preservation is very good for you to keep your family safe, you have food to eat. And also Mike talked earlier, you know, about culture, in, you know, food, daily food too. When you used to eat hamburger, cheese every day, and then you run out, you don't have those things, you feel like, you feel strange, you miss a lot, you become depressed, you are someone different because you miss your regular food, everyday food. Same is here, I bring here to you to show this very easy making of we call it greens cabbage, but it's grown from, you know, back in our country, China, Vietnam, Malaya, Indonesia. This you rarely see in an American supermarket. You can find it in 99 Ranch Market. You can find it along Vietnam, on Del Hong Boulevard, and if you like it, I can share with you to bring home and, you know, try the food I make. It's so simple, like only salt and water and sunlight.
What's the recipe though? How much salt and how much water?
Yeah, I will talk about that for you, and
cool.
then you can take note. Yeah, but this is easy, and I also let you taste this. Like my last you is the oranges, and you know that how is it. And this one like a pickle. You know, American make cucumber, right? Pickle.
Right.
This is sour, but see it start with water and salt and sun dry, but it's become sour pickle, and then you just store it out. You don't need to put in a refrigerator. You can use it for a week or 10 days.
Even when you open it and it's half full, you don't need to refrigerate it?
Yes, you don't.
And the trick is to always submerge your veggies in the solution. Once it is exposed to oxygen, that's when you can develop bacteria.
Oh, even on a factory-produced one, too? Like pepperoncinis, you know, you see them, and sometimes they're above the level of the fluid.
Right, yeah.
Oh, so that's the key, keep them
You want them
submerged.
submerged, yeah.
I see.
Of course, something we need to be careful. Like I said, my mom always advised me